Hey y'all, I'm in here with these guys, and you can see Ratchet has decided that he's going to flirt a little bit. His feathers are kind of a mess. It looks like some of them have been broken, and Chelsea said they might have been broken during transport, but they were very, very careful with them. He has some white spots on him. You see that? That feather over there? Right there, and then on his back he has some white feathers, and so he's a little odd looking, considering he's odd looking for what I'm used to. Ferds doesn't have it. Look at all the white on his body. Ferd doesn't have any of that. He's just totally blue and green. But Ratchet is beautiful in his own little way. Yes, he is. The girls are not interested in him today, thank you very much. And I've noticed that Taylor spends a whole lot of her time up in the rafters. I think she would just rather be left alone. And the other two, there's Merida and Elena. And over here is Marguerite. They're just all keeping their distance. They say, leave us alone, dude. We're not interested in this. But Taylor just likes it up there. She spends all of her time up there. I think it's strange. But then I'm not a peacock or a peahen. I brought them some blueberries. Hugh and I just came back from his, I thought it was a doctor's appointment, but it wasn't. It's just blood work for his diabetes. So it didn't take but a moment. And we got everything taken care of that we needed to today. That's such a good feeling. You know, when you just have all sorts of little projects that need to be just cleaned up. That was lovely. We got it all done. And we're home and all the birds are fed. It's almost time to feed the doggies. And Hugh and I have been wondering what we're going to do for supper. I have no idea. We have some canned pinto beans, actually mixed beans. And we have some jalapeno and cheddar hot dogs in the refrigerator, or in the freezer. And that'll be a fast meal too. Sometimes you just don't want to cook. I don't ever want to cook, but sometimes just grabbing something fast that's easy to open or throw on the grill, that makes me happy. I've closed the window today. It's actually 70 degrees in here, but it's probably 65 outside. I don't want to leave it open because it's so windy that it really makes this plastic snap, and that's scary. So I figured I'd check, and if it's not above 75 in here, I'm just gonna leave it closed. You can see their feed, their new feed. I think they're happy with it. Listen to the little popping sound they make. And I brought them some blueberries. Aha. Looks like Ratchet finally found them. And they have some dog food because apparently that's something that it's good to give peacocks for the extra protein. However, with the ground soybean, and it's, what is it, y'all? Fuzzy mind. Roasted soybean. So with that, they should be getting quite a bit of protein without the dog food. And you can see just the residue of all of their fodder. I have some more fodder started, but I let it kind of get away from me, and I didn't keep it going last week. So there's fodder growing right now. In the meantime, I brought them some spinach today, and it looks to me like they ate every bit of it. I see one one little leaf laying over there right in front of him. But yeah. Do you hear Taylor? She's clicking too. I gotta do some research and find out what that clicking sound is about. Because they just walk around making that little... I don't exactly sound like a peahen, but you get my drift. Oh well. I've just enjoyed being in here with these little dudes. It's quiet. And it's just pleasant. They're sweet little things. Peacocks really, and peahens really are just very, peaceful creatures. They're sweet. Their temperament's just peaceful. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, she's coming down. She thinks she is. She can't decide. You're missing out on the blueberries, sweetheart. She especially likes blueberries. Hello. You coming down? You coming down? Well, she acts like she is, but then she can't make up her mind. I think she's going to fly over to the other post. Takes her a minute to decide. I guess maneuvering up there. It's not a lot of space. Well, that was rude. Hello? Here she goes. She's gonna go. I hope you can hear the little sounds she's making. They're just odd. You coming down? Decisions. Well, she's just having a hard time making her mind up. Well, now Taylor, I'm not waiting on you all day. I think you and I are going to work downstairs for a while. Maybe. I don't know about y'all, but after just being in town all day, and we were, well, it wasn't all day. We left from here about 9:30 this morning, and it's probably about 2 o'clock we got back. It just seems like all day. It's exhausting. I'd rather be working in the garden. Absolutely. Absolutely. She cannot make up her mind. I don't know, y'all. Maybe if I move, I'll move out closer to the door, and that might make her decide what she's going to do. I might have just been too close to where she wanted to be. No? Now what? Now what, sister? What do you think? Oh well. I think she can't make up her mind. Alright, y'all. Be good. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. Alright. Let's just go out here and brave the wind. It is really, really windy today. Kind of calm right now. We're supposed to have rain all afternoon. You can see how dreary it is. But I think we kind of need the rain a little bit. Start recovering some groundwater. I listened to a YouTube channel called Blossoms and can't remember the name of it, but it's Regenerative Gardening, and I love that channel. I'm getting some absolutely stellar ideas, and it's going to be workload in the front end, but in the back end it's going to improve our soil condition tremendously and have a permanently good effect on our farming practices here. And so I'm really excited to get to start some of these ideas this spring. One of the biggest factors will be just keeping cover crops on all of the beds when they're not being used. So believe it or not, that's really kind of complicated. I wish that I knew someone here in the area that's doing something similar to what we're doing and cover cropping in between. If we were just growing summer vegetables, it would be, you just cover crop in the fall and then not even terminate it until a few weeks before time to put your summer vegetables in. But because we're growing flowers, and vegetables actually. But since we're growing crops that are going to be overwintered and also early spring, it's finding the cover crops that are supposed to go in and will have enough time to grow and will be terminated at the correct stage, because they do have to be terminated at a certain stage or they won't actually die. They'll just come back from the root. So there's there's a lot of information that I've got to figure out. And I wish that I could just get in touch with that little girl. She lives in a different zone than we do. She is actually in Colorado, but I would love, I think that she offers a class, and it may be one that I'll take soon, because I think she has enough information on that side of things, not so much on the growing the flowers, but she does grow flowers, but just on the regenerative farm practices that I'm so interested in. So I will probably just pay for another class. I really should. There should be some kind of degree at the end of all this, y'all. I told you one time, and I think I've mentioned it to y'all as well, that I didn't realize that growing cut flowers required a doctorate. But I'm almost to that point in believing that. All right, y'all. Let's go inside and get some things taken care of. And there comes Mr. Best. And there comes Bela. He's got to go over and get him a bite of cat food.
Come on, buddy.
Where you going, Pops?
Looking for you.
Looking for me? I've been talking to the peacocks.
I figured that's where you is at.
And to our YouTube family.
Huh?
And to our YouTube family.
Good enough.
Look, Bela, I gave him a bath on, let me see, Wednesday?
Come on, bud. Bye. Come on.
Yes, he had a bath on Wednesday, but you can see where he goes out and he rolls in the mud. Good gravy, Bela. and I'll have to let it dry and brush him. And the bad thing is that when he comes back in, he brings so much dust in the house. My house is the dustiest house on the planet. And I just don't have the energy to worry about it. So if you ever come visit me, just wear a dust mask. That's all I've got to say. All right, y'all. Love you much. Take care of you. Bye-bye.